We have yet another Core Ultra 7 265K plus RTX 5060 pretty unbalanced build, but the thing is, this is a productivity build, and besides that, PC building is pretty boring in late 2026. However, for some reasons I still get a lot of negative comments wherever I'm building a PC with Intel, even though these Core Ultra CPUs are pretty good, but we covered that already. Now, I actually tried my best to build almost an equal number of Team Red and Team Green and Team Blue computers. So I don't see how that would really be an issue, but people really dislike Intel, which, I mean, fair enough. 14th gen wasn't the best, but nowadays they're decent. But that's not the point. We also got a locked motherboard with an unlocked PSU here, and I picked one of the absolute worst power supplies you can buy. So there's a lot to critique in this build. However, I want you guys to focus on the two good things we have here, and that's case and cooler. We're not gonna cover why I went with this CPU, but in short, it was the best choice, value for money for productivity, and that's also why we have 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and that's also why we overpaid a little bit for our SSD. We then had to stick to 5060 for budget reasons, and we also had to pick a cheap power supply because this PC doesn't draw much power and the client didn't really have a budget to waste. But the case and cooler we actually paid very little for. So the case currently is on sale on Newegg for $84, but even at full price it comes in at under $100. And the cooler, water cooler, guys, they're so cheap nowadays. This one on AliExpress currently it's $60, super cheap, and even normally it's like $74, really cheap, which means that we need to know if this is actually good. But I've already done a dedicated review for another case of this brand, and it was the Sama S50. This is the Sama V60, and the thing is, the reason why these are good, and I'm telling you guys they're good in advance, is because Sama is an OEM. So they actually produce the components, and how the PC market works, which is also why there's not a lot of innovations and why it's pretty boring, is usually most companies, they focus on marketing or like designing the actual product, but they don't actually produce the product. They then basically have someone in China do it for them. And the Sama, they actually produce the components. That's why their power supplies are so cheap. Now here today, unfortunately, they make cheap power supplies, but they don't make bad power supplies. So our budget was so tight, we had to go with an actual, not the best PSU. So we couldn't afford a Sama PSU for this build, but they're probably my favorite product, even though with case and all-in-ones, they're really getting there. So the all-in-one, first of all, it has a single bracket for both AMD and Intel, and they just adapt the mounting mechanism. That alone, for me, I know an all-in-one is done right. Then it has tube management clamps, which, okay, they're not a game changer, but I like. And overall, it's pretty well built with a good RGB, and it's pretty easy chain. It comes out with a single fan off the get-go with all the fans. And the pump, guys, take a look at this infinity mirror, which changes in person. If you look at it in person, it's the best infinity mirror on the market right now on such a cheap all-in-one, because if you look at it from one angle, it seems like the infinity mirror is in this direction, but if you look at it from the side, then it seems like the infinity mirror is going through the side. All of that while it changes in RGB. Now, of course, it's not a screen, it's not programmable, but I think it looks better than any screen out there. And it costs so little. And it also manages to keep completely under wraps the Core Ultra 7. Now, of course, on the channel, you know, we do undervolting, overclocking, performance tuning. That's kind of the focus of the channel. So this is tuned. We have the XMP enabled. We have undervolted the CPU. Again, there are a few things going, but this tops out at 70 degrees under full maximum load with an unlocked TDP, which is crazy for a Core Ultra 7 with so many cores. All of that while also being relatively quiet. If it's doing normal load or gaming, you literally cannot hear it if you try. And of course, the whole case itself is also very well ventilated. The case has a pretty interesting modular piece on the back, which you take off with 4 screws and then you put back on, which allows you to tuck the cables back in, makes it easier to slide in and out the panels, and also make the back look like you know how to cable manage. I do know how to cable manage, I promise I do know, but I never cable manage. Usually I just tuck all the cables in and close off the PC, but this case does it for me, as the S50 was doing, which means it's a very good case. Also, it comes in with 7 pre-included fans, RGB, with a controller where you can also plug your all-in-one. So it's all controlled via the case. The case has the LED button on top, and you can actually control all the fans. You can also hold it and switch it to be controlled via the motherboard, of course. And as IO on the case, we have, of course, LED reset, USB 3.1, we have 2, we have headphones and microphone jacks split, Type-C, and also of course the LED button. The case is mesh up top. It has curved glass panel divided in two, not a single piece like the NZXT H6 Plus, but of course you're paying $200 for an H6 Plus and you're paying under half price for this. We have mesh on the back, we have mesh on the bottom with dust filters everywhere. This case is really good. Now, how heavy is it? With all the glass, yeah, you can feel it's pretty heavy, but when you're building it, it's no problem at all. And also there are a lot of cutouts which make routing the cables actually enjoyable and not a pain. So with that said, even though I don't recommend you guys go out there and build a PC with a Core i7-265K and an RTX 5060, which is why we don't have gaming benchmarks here today, if you do have to build one, or really if you have to build any PC right now, I would strongly encourage you guys to go out there and buy a Sama V60, pair it with a Sama L70, and just have a very good base for a PC. You can also grab one of their power supplies. This video is not sponsored, they're not paying me for this, but this is what I recommend to you guys because I think it's very good value right now. I hope they don't go up in price like my laptop adapted CPUs did. And with that said, I hope you guys liked the video. If you have a different opinion, drop a comment down below. If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.